Okay, after a little bit of cleanup, hopefully this is better. I will wait until Nico or somebody lets me know, but I've cleaned up a little bit, which is good. Yeah, that sounds about right. Turned into a config game stream. Scores 8 out of 10. The wine, shut up. The absolute top tier content. Yeah, volume way too low leading into wine spill. You're 100% correct. It is not good. But we're back. So hopefully it's better. I've messed with a few settings, bumped up my mic audio, bumped down the game audio a little bit because it was a little bit loud when I was listening to a recording of it. So this should be better, but I can bump it up more. I'm going to have to go through and reset up all of my filters and everything because they are broken again. Wow, it took a long time to go live. That was surprising. Okay. So, hopefully, this is better. It was 100% straight up top tier meme level of a first stream, first time back in a little while. Oh, stop listening to me, phone. Stop it, please. Now my phone's listening to me. It was great. Does it sound better now? Do I sound? Am I louder? How am I sounding? How's the game sound? Great. That is what I like to hear. Okay. All right. Well, let's give Marcus a second to jump back in. Cool. That's what I like to hear. The game is just a moody droning. Yeah, it's very moody. Just music right now. I'll bump it up a little bit so it's a little bit louder. But yeah, it's a very moody droning. Where did that go? Come on. There we go. That should be a little better. All right. This is Gone Home. It's a game that, as I have found, that I really like story-based games, and after playing all I can think of is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, and I know that's not the game. This is not DBD. Surprisingly enough, not DBD. I don't really know much about this game. I know that you are a girl who is going home, similar in some ways, I think, to Edith Finch. I think you or someone in your family is gay. I'm not sure about that. I feel like I heard that at some point. But I'm all about this art style. It's real woke, yeah. A girl? I know, it's crazy. Girls can't be in games. Just kidding. Girls should be in way more games, and it's cool. It's awesome. Have more fun. Get it? I know. Ben Shapiro would hate this game. Just hate it so much. But it is, I think it's a walking sim-esque game. I know that it is one of DJ's favorite games of all time. And after playing Edith Finch, which I will remember the full name of that game. Hold on, I will just Google it because I have the internet. What Remains of Edith Finch which, if you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. It was one of the coolest um, gaming experiences that I've ever had. Played just amazingly on the Steam Deck, and was just an absolute uh, lovely time and a very um, just really beautifully made game. And the Steam Deck plug, got to. Um, Beautifully made game, has some of the coolest scenes that I've ever played in a game, and also uh, is truly a labor of love by that team. I think Gone Home will be similar in a lot of ways. Maybe is my guess. Um, I hope that they do some of the stuff that Edith Finch did a little bit. Edith Finch has um, just really some of the like the work and love and care they put into that game is just insane. Um, all the way from how it looks to the music to how it sounds to even the controls were like something that they clearly spent hours and hours and hours to do, not just as something that like is a game, but to immerse you in the game. Which that sounds pretty like crappy generally. It doesn't usually work to do that, but I honestly there were times in that game where I felt like the motion that they wanted me to do, I was doing it in the game, and it was so cool. It was just I can't say enough about that game, honestly. Um, I absolutely love it, and I want everyone to play that game. Even if it's not your cup of tea, I think just the ways that that team built that game and the love that they put into it and the emotions that it brings up, uh, especially not being a parent, but I can only imagine uh, the emotions as a parent playing that game would be a lot. I feel like they were a lot for me, and I just played it on my bed at home, and oof, oh man, it was so good. Um, all right, so this is uh, the first uh, stream of a hopefully series that I'm going to call Lore and Libations. I'm not sold on that name. I like the alliteration, but we'll see. Um, my goal is to play some more story focused, probably shorter games would be my guess, but we'll see. And just kind of have a chill night with some wine or whatever drink I feel like. Oop. Oh no. Can you see me and hear me now? Check, check, one, two, three. The game I think is just the music goes away after a certain amount of time. If that's what you're talking about. So there's no audio in my headphones either. So that may be what you're hearing. But let me know if you can still hear me. Test, test, one, two, three. And I know that DJ is coming in. We will see if he jumps in here in a sec. But yeah, hopefully that didn't break anything. There's no game audio right now. So let me see if doing that get us some game audio, but probably not. Uh, these are all correct. Training message is reticle. I want to see that. That all looks good for game audio. Mouse sensitivity all looks good. Graphics looks great. Hey, look, I can play this game on max at a 970. Yay. All right. Well, hopefully you can still hear me. I'm not gonna jump into the game until DJ gets here, just because I don't want him to miss it, because I know this is one of his favorite games of all time. Um, but yeah, so this series will probably be more story-driven games. I'm gonna play this. I'm probably gonna play Firewatch at some point. I know that's another game in this vein that I should totally play. I really want to play uh, Outer Wilds. Yay, you're here. Uh, Can you hear me? I know there's no music in the game right now. Lore and Libations. I know, right? That's my title right now. We'll see. We'll see if it sticks. Yeah, exactly. These games can be knocked out pretty quickly, which I really, really like. Um, and they're just fun. They'll knock you on your ass and make you feel sad for a day or two, and then it's pretty, which I like. Um, yeah. So Outer Wilds, I think, is one that I definitely want to play. Um, I'm probably gonna play Firewatch. Gonna play this one for sure, and then we'll see where we go from there. I don't really have any ideas past that, but there are definitely games out there that feel in this vibe that I feel like I would really like. So I guess without further ado, because I gotta go to work in the morning, and well, this game's not crazy long, but I do have to train somebody new. So let's get started, because let's do this. Let's go home. Around using the mouse. Yep. Paused. Great. Okay.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Well, that sounds like it's just you, Nico. I am already loving this art style, that's for sure. June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. Oh, okay, alright. The sound design that they put into it, even when I turn my head, the rain sounds different. That's great, first off. I love that. Alright. So, Caitlin Greenbrier, that is my name. Going to Portland, flight 270. Where are my cool bags? Alright. Newborn DJ series indeed. Turn the lights on, see what we got. Christmas duck! Oh. $5.99. Somebody likes ducks. Okay, I'm into that. Oh, there's the key. Well, that's good. Give me that machine. Machine for pigs. Yep. Ooh. Cup. Yeah. That was something. Oh. Katie, sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go trying to figure out. Don't go digging around trying to figure out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Sam. Ooh, alright. That's how we're saying. That's how we're starting. Okay. Alright. We're gonna start that way. Adirondack chairs. Alright. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Oh man. Study the loops in this house just in case. Perfect. Gotta get them loops. Yeah, it basically calls out my GTRPG. Absolutely. It's like, oh, I get to open everything and do everything? Yes. Okay, so our parents are selling their house. Terrence, I guess, is our father. Um, and he is clearly selling the house that I'm going to assume Katie and Sam.
Dear Katie,
Oh,
so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
okay, Sam. Yep, this is not for Nico. The voice acting is, yeah, it's phenomenal already. Oh, somebody like Stephen King. Heck yeah. Wait a minute. Are we in Oregon or are we in Maine? Which Portland are we talking about? I assume Oregon. But, you know, one never knows. Gotta see what's in everything. Oh wow, that's an old style. Cool. Gotta be Oregon. It's true. It's too hipster. That's totally fair. That is very hip. Yeah. This is it's giving me Edith Finch vibes already just by this front door. The front door is such, the house is such an important part of Edith Finch as well. And I'm assuming it's gonna be the same in this game. It's very much this like focus on the family home with a crest and everything. So I'm already into this. Anything interesting? Directions to work from new house. Woof. 1 hour, 10 minutes to work? Oy. That's not good. That's rough. Alright. Board game? What do we got here? Over the Alps. A novel traveling game. Oh, that's cool. Goodfellow High School. So school. And Janice is the mom. Conservation Forest Service. Okay. Fun background to the studio. Please, give me more. Fulbright. Yep. Pencils with markers. They all met each other because they worked on the DLC to Bioshock 2. Connected so well they decided to start a new dev company. And Gone Home is their debut game. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Oh, okay. Katie's departure. So we went to Amsterdam. Or I went to Amsterdam. 7/6/94. So it's been a little bit over a year at this point since I left for Amsterdam. Wow, I can't believe they still have that. That's either a great thing they still have that, or not a great thing that they still have that. Won Best Debut at the 2014 BAFTAs and 2014 GDC Awards, as well as Polygon's 2013 Game of the Year. Yeah, okay. I had a feeling it might be Polygon's Game of the Year. This feels very, very Polygon Game of the Year-esque. And as a fan of Polygon, I get it. I like their stuff typically. I like how they review stuff. It was one of the first walking sims that didn't really exist. Okay. So they did something that was very different, off the beaten path, which I like. Sam. Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Ooh. Ooh, Dear Esther. I haven't played that one. Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is because he had a Nintendo. Okay. Who doesn't have that friend? Or wasn't that friend? When we were all growing up, we knew that guy or girl who was weird, but had the game system that you could go over and play. Dear Esther was the year before. Okay. Oh, we got a message. Alright. What do we got?
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam.
Somebody yelling at my sister. Wake up.
Sam, where are you?
Oh.
Really? I need to talk to you.
Oh.
Please be there.
75.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Numbers on the phone? They didn't store any numbers on this phone? What? Nothing on the back to tell you numbers to call? Oh, come on. Okay, so there's somebody who clearly really wants to talk to Sam. I don't think that was Katie's voice. I'm not 100% certain. I don't let's do it again. I don't think it was. But let's see. We've got Sam, Katie, Mom and Dad, Jan and Terry. Okay, so that's Sam, that's Katie. A very nice looking prototypical American family. Nothing's certainly gonna go wrong. Open roads, right. Okay, I've heard of open roads. Yeah. What's on this? Oh, that's okay. 2 or N. Oh, there's a nice map and everything. Nice. Ooh, the entire dev team came out and said the lead of the company was a jackass. That's too bad. Man, that's no good. Just don't be a jerk, people. I mean, I would say it's not hard to not be a jerk, but also, so many people are jerks. Oh, so it never happened? That sucks. Okay, so here's my passport. Here's my boarding pass for a year in Europe, so she went backpacking in Europe for a year. So, you know, yeah, the standard indie dev team. Yeah, that sounds unfortunate. We have the journal applications. So these, we're going to have journals from Katie throughout, or from Sam. Okay. So she'll be our... Oh, we got a weather report on the radio, I assume. Talking about the storm here. Welcome, new student. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of class. So that you can get right into the swing of things. One sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods, one lined notebook per period, or one large notebook with 6 divided sections, at least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils, a box of colored pencils? What? Why are you bringing colored pencils to high school? Alright, whatever. High school. Where all Fulbright staff except for Gaynor had moved away and were developing open roads under a different label. He's the sole develop. Wow, sole develop. That's hardcore. It's yeah, that's no good. Combination lock, nutritious lunch, And please be sure to get plenty of sleep and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. Positive attitude. Okay, so this is probably... Oh,
Oh
yep.
my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Psycho House Girl. That's not great. Okay, so this house definitely has some crazy stuff going on with it. Is that a little bit louder? I've kind of moved the mic arm so that it's a little bit closer to me. Unfortunately, my desk is just far enough away from where I have the mic arm set up so that it isn't in front of my mouth. But I can up it a little bit more if we need to. But let me know. Sit in a relaxing position. Yeah, I'm fine. This is alright. Alright. Ooh, postcards from Europe. What do we got? Postcard from Paris, huh? Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just need to test it. I didn't test it before the first time. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Gonna have lots of film to develop when I get back. Okay, so Katie takes pictures. That's cool. That's very 90s Portland. That makes sense. Sam, I'm bringing back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Oh, and it's weird they're at the house. Okay. Yeah, so that's a fun little something that I learned recently. Shakespeare Book Company, not in London. It's in Paris. It's a giant bookstore in Paris. Don't know why it's there, but it's a really big one. I think it might be one of the world's biggest bookstores. But yeah, in Paris, not London. You would think. Oh well, all right. We're going right into an obituary. Oscar Doc Masson. Oscar Masson of Boone County died peacefully last month in his home. He was born September 8th, 1933, in the house that would have been his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. Quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. Wow. Oh, yeah. Go away. A service this Sunday will be held at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. Okay, so this is the house of our grand uncle, I assume, which is why it was probably granted to your dad in the will. Oh, Akechi. Akechi playing cards? Oh, okay. That's cool. Akechi is a family name in Japan. Obviously based on the chrysanthemum there on the playing cards. They're a big former name in Japan. Validate me. If you haven't watched, which none of you definitely have because it's brand new and it just ended, watch Shogun. It's phenomenal. It is so good. 10 episodes. It's amazing. Highly recommend. It just came out. Exactly. Put it on your list. It deserves to be on there. It's one of the best shows. It's one of the best miniseries I've seen in a long time. Also based on a book that came out in the 70s, I think. And there was a miniseries also in the 80s, because when I was home watching, when I was home in January, they had like a thing for it, like a commercial for it. This week is Star Wars week. Oh man, that we aren't gonna get. Okay, you're not wrong, but all right. Um, yeah, I guess there was a series, like an original series of it in the '80s, because my dad was like, "Oh, I watched this when it came out in the '80s, and he really liked it." And I was like, "Well, then you gotta watch it again." It is part of the Star Wars fun. All right, so this is DeSoto. So someone in a military style uniform. I'm going to assume ROTC, based on the seeming age of this person. Don't know who it is though. I assume we'll learn more about Ms. DeSoto. Friday announcement. For realist. He's finished 2 books. Let the man finish books. I'm not Superman, okay? Alright, so this is somebody's study. Right? MSRP. Whoa, combo Laserdisc CD player. Now here we go. Cookie reading 1,000 pages a week. That's insane. That's just nuts. Why would you do that? Now, Nico, did you have a Laserdisc player when you were cool in the 80s? Say a jack of all trades is a master of none. Spend more time reading and not browsing your on 4K. Get him. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is your dad. That he is a tech reviewer for probably some tech magazine that is for cutting edge people. Seeing as your mom's in the forestry service, you did not have a Laserdisc. Yeah, that sounds, dude. Laserdiscs are crazy huge. They're nuts. Cool looking, but also, why? Like, it failed for a reason. Oliver Stone's JFK. Ooh, that's nice. Or a combination LD CD player. Pioneer makes this. Okay, so he didn't finish. All right. So this is somebody giving you nice updates. Disrupt before LHD can fire. Intercept LHO in USSR. LHO killed in Marines. Oh boy. So what if JFK wasn't JFK? Alright, so either somebody in your family is a conspiracy theorist, or, my guess, somebody's writing a book about the JFK assassination. Oh, okay, alright. So this is clearly a reference to, well, maybe not clearly, but this is sort of a reference to 1963, whatever the name of the book is, by Stephen King, which, haven't read the book, but I did see the show, which is really good. Also, recommend that show, another shorter mini-series about the JFK assassination and time travel. Really cool. Really fun story. A good time. Let's see. Do I know the combination? Probably not. But going off of what we've seen so far, I'm gonna guess it is 1, 9, 6, 3. Nope. All right. Whoop. I'm here too, that's for sure. Yeah, have you met me? Anything in the... Ooh. Rearing binder. Anything with rearing binder? Yes. What is that? Oh! Oh, sick. Okay. Secrets in the hidden desk drawer. Read letter. To Terrence Greenbrier. This is going to be from your uncle. Ooh, boy. This is that is a script. Fun. Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your. Oh, I don't know what that word is. We share in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hills. Something I will understand, something because of you. Spill, fail, feel you, feel you cannot accept this invitation. Yours very sincerely, Owen Masson. Alright, so that is clearly a letter that took him a long time, but also there is bad blood between these two. What happened? Nothing in the drawer. Anything interesting in these books? Doesn't look like it to me. There's the I Ching. Oh, someone's interested in the I Ching. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. At least it's white wine and not red wine, so it's not going to stain everything. Could have been a lot worse. Though we'll see tomorrow if my PS5 controller still works. That'll be fun. 'Cause that one got a little bit wet. Electrical inspection of the house. Okay. Electrical system code. Yes, that's great. White wine? I know. It's so woke. I was walking around the store and thought, I don't know anything about this game, but I know it's got a cool house because I'm going home. So I'm going to find a bottle of wine with a cool house on it. And I found one from South Africa, and it works. It's pretty good, actually. I like it. Any deficiencies which need correcting. Wiring is technically up to safety and amperage. Oh, God. Multiple layers of wiring in the past 100 years. Frequently unpredictable lights blink on for no reason. Great. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupt circuits wired directly behind the surface. Oh, cool. Properly reworking the electrical system with highly destructive walls where you'd have to pretty much gut the whole place. Under inspection with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, this will not be addressed. Alright, well, that's telling me to play around with stuff. See if I can get lights to do different funky things. 1995. Oh, man. Do you miss telephone books? I don't. I will absolutely come visit you in Germany. You know that. I will 100% do that. I am very excited to do that. Yeah, that I'm very, very excited to do that. I gotta visit you, and I gotta visit Kevin when he's there. When he's in Spain. Do you know if they've moved yet? DJ? I don't think they have, but I could be totally wrong. I haven't heard from him since Magnus. But I assume he said it was going to be a pretty quick transition. They're there, or that at least he is out. Nice library. I want this kind of library. I would love this kind of library someday. There as of 10 days ago? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that makes sense for the timeline, actually. Megan and Carolyn are going on in 2 weeks. Oh, man. Alright. I will definitely keep them all in my prayers for sure. Yeah. We wrote a lot of books. Dad's second book. Dad's wrote a first book. The Accidental Pariah. Dad is an author. Kind of knew that. A message from our future saved the president's life once. With in the next 24 hours, there will be another attempt. The lines of communication are down. By Mercury Books, a James Bond for today's audience. Okay. Compelling, a thriller worse than Salt. Alright, okay, Dad. Heck yeah, writing up sweet books. Yeah, oh yeah, of course. The Gaza situation is incredibly dicey. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's got to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do anything about that until that whole situation is hopefully more safe and resolved for him and for them, and they're planning to get together your side. I love that. That's great. War permitting. Yeah. Man. Why do people suck, guys? People just suck. A Stranger Under My Roof. The #1 best-selling advice for parents of teens by Dr. Elisa Medina. Oh, this is about teen. Oh, that's cute. Alright, so they had problems with one of their kids. Obviously, I'm going to assume with Sam, based on the fact that she didn't want them to know that she was gone and isn't here to meet with her sister that she clearly loves. We're given to our worst instincts and insecurities. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. Thank God for Jesus Christ. That's one of my... Okay, so that's the code right there. 0451. Lore and Libations. Hashtag Lore and Libations. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth when it edits. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay up. Not mine to cut back to it. Ooh, boy. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non-sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I can actually use. But David's known you a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood, reviews editor, Home Theater Aficionado magazine. Ugh. Alright. So Dad's job is not going well. I assume Dad is writing like he wants to read, like he wants to write his books, or... Yeah, I'll bring you to the mood. Yeah, I am. So I feel like Dad really... I've got two ideas right now. Dad either really wants to write novels and is writing these articles to pay the bills, and is just not getting what he's doing. Or, and knowing these style of games, I kind of am a little concerned it's the or. Dad might be in the beginning stages of some kind of mental decline, and while he can still do his job, he's not focusing well on it, and so the tangents that he's going on are just whatever he's writing in the moment. Clearly, he and Mom are having problems with Sam. Katie's been away for a year, traveling Europe, so she, because it's the 90s, may not know exactly what's going on. Clearly, the front door note says that something is going on. And Dad clearly had a very strained relationship with his uncle, but his uncle loved him enough, or was a jerk enough, we'll figure out which, to give him the house, even though the relationship was very strained. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a teen magazine. I was a teenage drag queen. Okay. 90210. Does anybody still care? The male gaze and how to subvert it. Yeah, think about the great design. Yeah, I love that you're able to just be in a room and pierce together these small things. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Okay, so there's a number of tissue boxes in the house, whether that's simply because mom's a good homemaker and cares about that, or shut up, Dad. You have to murder a lot of people in 90210. No, in DBD after watching this. Yeah. This a yearbook? Nope, that's just a paper. Read notes? Oh, what's the notes? The accidental, the occasional, the unreliable. Okay. Dad is trying to find the name of his next book. He's having problems figuring out the name of his next book. Okay. Come down from the mountain. So he's trying to stay in the same vein, probably with the same character as his maybe second book, maybe his first book. I don't know. I'm going to assume that probably his first book might not have been as much of a hit as his second book was. Or maybe his first book was a super big hit, his second book was a big hit, and he's trying to recapture what he has lost in those books. Seeing as he clearly has a number of books here still, though this is not the number of books that one would have if there's another one in there. Oh, there we go. Dad's got to store his stuff somewhere. All right. Got our 9 lives. Where's Catwoman when you need her? Hello. All right, so we've got that book. I want to make sure I get 0451 is the number. So let's go back to Dad's study. My kids are watching this stream. Hey, it's already said to be mature content automatically by picking this game, which is great, actually. That's good that they know this. 0451. Dear Mr. Masson, it isn't fine enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. This is from an attorney. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. This is probably maybe a will of some type. We'll see. It is a will. Okay. Yeah, 1900-011. I, Oscar Masson, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. Dom would die. Dom would hate this. This is all Dom's least favorite things. The following shall hold true upon my passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, that I am unmarried, and have no children. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name, to any creditors living or dead. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts to my nephew, Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. of Ellis County. Wow, so he gave everything to his nephew. That's a lot. In the event that Terrence should predecease me, then and in such event, the bequest shall fall to him, the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. So if he were to die beforehand, it goes to his daughters. Game Crush. Oh yeah, Dom is on PS5 all the time. Describe my will to this 13th of August 1993. Wow, okay, so he wrote this will over 20 years ago. I assume it was not well received because that letter is clearly from before then. Well, it's around then. Possibly. Handwritten will. Same date. Okay. So it's got his will. Ooh. Anything else in these? Nope. You sent me a close friend request. Is that like a friend code on Nintendo? Sounds like a friend code. Oh, I missed this. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts. Hey, Massachusetts, shout out! even though that place was a million miles away. No. Blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glasses of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. Heck yeah. His dad did not like this draft. Watched Creep Show. I actually still haven't played Astro. I've never played Astro. I should probably play Astro at some point. Just for the, gotta get the achievements. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment. Oh, something crossed out. Preceding his sick-flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom, of course, was emblazed with the phrase matter transference operator. Then he passed out. So this guy got transferred from either the past or somewhere else. Cool. Heck yeah, dude. Spider-Man and Miles Morales. There we go. Dude, that's so good. I love it. FF16, FF7R2. Oh, the Order. Oh, the Order. Oh, man. That game. Not good, supposedly. Disappointing. Cross the gap. The gap in time. Only messages that pass. So he's a time traveler. Okay, cool. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from Form, the Council, had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it. How to assemble it so that he made the machine. How to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes. Command of the vessel, because only he would save the president's life twice before, could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Okay, so Dad did not like this. Made a lot of spelling mistakes, especially in the second and third. Alright, so I'm starting to think that either Dad's a bad typer, or he's having mental issues. Yeah, that's my guess right now. Yeah, the internet had spoken about the Order. They did not like it. Unfortunate. Alright. Oh, what do we got here? Dad's book. The Killing of JFK, a theory. You've seen the movie, now discover the truth. So this is... Okay. Somebody's book about Harcourt Fenton. Wow, it's like an actual good publishing house and everything. That's surprising. Alright.
This is a severe weather warning.
Severe weather warning?
The
Yep.
Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors.
Played this game twice. Once couch co-op with a friend, and he probably watched 2 again. That's awesome. I'll open that in a second. I want to see what else is here first. You think that's good? You didn't hear what I did for Taylor Swift's launch party. So Saib and I listened to that whole album, the first half of the album, together, basically. Not like listening to it together, but like at the same point. I don't know if I ever told you guys this. I own 2 typewriters. One of which is my great-grandmother's 1946 typewriter that I got when my grandmother passed. And so I may or may not have typed up a ranking of every Taylor Swift album, because I listened to all of them in one day, basically, and also started to rank all the songs on the album on my typewriter. Because it was 2 in the morning, and why not? If you want to see the proof of it, it's the picture of the sheet is in the Taylor Swift channel, which no one will ever go to. No. You don't want to see the proof. That's fair. Mom's old work mug. Never change. I will absolutely never change, my friend. Oh, heck yeah. There we go. We got ourselves an X-Files lover. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. There we go. RoboCop, Walker, Texas Ranger, Mork and Mindy, Red Dwarf, Homicide Life on the Street. This is a sick lineup of shows. Also, Mr. Wizard. Heck yeah, Mr. Wizard. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Boy Meets World, of course. Family Matters and Unsolved Mysteries. Nope. I remember being a kid. My granddad loved Unsolved Mysteries because it was on late and he couldn't sleep sometimes. And I remember being a little kid, walking in and watching an Unsolved Mysteries with him, and just being terrified. Heck yeah, we gonna get us some ZGP in the same week. It's gonna be great. Oh, got ourselves a cassette. Let's hear what I assume our sister has to say. Oh yeah, there we go. Heck yes. Gotta write them Gone Home songs. Chick rock. Absolutely chick rock. Role model. A Girl Scout. Heck yeah. Okay. Oh, no wait. That's role model. Let's listen to Girl Scout. Oh, I love Chick Rock. Chick Rock's amazing. Nope. Turn that one. Okay. Cool. Love it. I'm definitely going to listen to this soundtrack later. This will be my soundtrack for working tomorrow, probably. Oh, I can't, because I got to train a new guy. Dang it. It'll be my soundtrack at some point. Oh, this is Dad's book. The Accidental Savior. All right. John Russell. Okay, so it's the same character, John Russell. Knows the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Sweet. Harry, how you been? Heard your published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. I naturally thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch. There we go. Listen to some records and write how it sounds, and then get paid. Heck yeah. Included some issues of the magazine to use samples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him your old college chum, Mike, sent you. Here's the address. David Werning, reviews editor, Hi-Fi. Okay, so he became a review editor around 1978. Alright, so he was doing that so that he had some money coming in while he was trying to get his book off. And look at all of these tapes. Airplane, Moonraker. Heck yeah. So we've got Airplane, and we've got James Bond. He's clearly a James Bond fan. We have Beetlejuice and RoboCop. Sick. There we go. The director's cut of Blade Runner. JFK, probably by Oliver Stone. X-Files Season 1. Very nice. Episodes 14 to 17. Okay. A bunch of X-Files. Love it. Basically the entire first season there. The Andromeda... Ooh, the 90s Andromeda strain? Heck yeah. There's a weird amount of JFK references. I mean, Dad is definitely into JFK. His book's about saving JFK's life, so he's clearly into JFK. A lot. The Time Machine... Ooh, the 90s... Probably the 80s Time Machine. Fantastic Voyage. Dad's into time travel stuff. Okay. Clue. Top Gun. Sick. Ghostbusters and Labyrinth. There we go. These guys have great taste and a ton of records, too. Probably for Dad's job. What's that? That is... Oh, Clash of the... Wow. Clash of the Titans. That's... I never saw the new one. I've never seen the old one. I think I'm okay. I get it. That feels like an I get it for sure. I know what this is about. Aww. Heaven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier, grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, part 1. This is gonna be cute. Yeah, this is... Yeah, 95. These are tapes dads would have on their shelf in 95. These are tapes that Nico had on his shelf. Absolutely he did. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever. Or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon. Boom! It was a black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate says, "Looks like you thought too soon." Black ship came up along the side. Captain Black. It's like a second grader. The black ship must be helmed by Captain Black, of course. Came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbeciles?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. I love that this is still kept in a box and brought to the new family home. That makes me very happy and 100% feels like something my mom would have done. Except if it was my mom, it wouldn't be in a cardboard box. It would have been in a giant plastic tote under my bed as a child growing up. Because that's where she kept all of my stuff. And is still there in their house to this day. She wants me to go through it all the time. And I say, "Mom, I don't want any of this. I know you do. I'll go through it because you want me to. But, like, I don't want any of the stuff from, like, my kindergarten. But, like, I know I should. Like, for if I get married and have kids someday, they'll want to see it. But also, keep that at Grandma's house. They can go see it there. And will they actually really care? Who knows. Alright, what book we got here? Well, let's see. Feeling lonely. Piece of advice on how to make friends. Oh. This is a book from Dad about making friends because Sam is having problems now that they moved. Oh. That's trying.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them?
I do know that feeling.
Well,
yes.
there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed
I was
kind
right.
of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform.
Yep.
And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her.
Let us vibe.
Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Heck yeah, they do. They better play Street Fighter. Now the question is, who does she main? That's the real question. Big gold star was out of the back. What do we got? 2001 and the Dark Crystal. Nico, you like the Dark Crystal, right? I feel like you like the Dark Crystal is 100% your vibe. Heck yeah. Of course you said that line to her, unironically. Being honest, never actually seen the Dark Crystal. I've also never seen Labyrinth. I know I should see both, but I never have. I feel like I would like them both a lot. But I've never seen either one. I know. As a noted lover of the Muppets, it feels wrong that I haven't seen this Jim Henson film. That would be a great double feature. That would be really fun, actually. Is the show worth it? We should. That actually would be really fun. We should totally do something. Yeah. Nico did, however, he definitely, when we were at PAX, said something about, I don't know if the show is worth it, and that's fair. He said something about 10 Candles. It's not going to be, like, obviously it's not spooky season. But if we want to do something, we could do a double feature. We could do a 10 Candles. We should do something. But yeah, we should do something. Because, yeah, we want to celebrate you guys. And also, I just want to see you guys and hang out. Babe with the power. What power? Not voodoo. Ooh, okay, so this is 94. So this is the Pioneer unit that he got. Half-page review for the October issue. 2 weeks to get us the copy. All right. Ah, notify sender. So they sent this to the old address, not the new one. You stepped into the apartment? Oh, I love it. It is real. I've been there as well. It's super real. Ooh, you know what we should do? We should do a I mean, obviously time is short, but I feel like it'd be really fun with how much pinball we've started playing. It'd be very fun to do a Bit Bar night. That'd be real good because we went to Bit Bar after PAX, and it was very fun. Luca was very, very tired, which is totally understandable. And I loved that he was there and had fun. But also, I played some pinball, and it was great. And man, do I like pinball now. It's so much fun. I'm just... The more I can play pinball, the more I want to play pinball. Oh, coaster. Get back. Oh, I wanted to put it on the coaster. Be nice to Mom, but oh well. A cool mug, actually. I would totally love that mug. What do we got in the drawer? Oh. What do we got here? Papers. Go back to your bespoke subreddit. Dude, that Godzilla is... I think that they had a Venom, which was... It was alright. I looked up a bunch of reviews after playing some stuff. And everyone was like, yeah, Venom's fine. It definitely didn't give me Deadpool vibes. It wasn't nearly as good. Live free, touch grass. You hit all? Oh. No subreddits. Good for you, man. It's not worth it. I use Reddit for, like, work if I need to do stuff, but, like, I just try and stay off. It's just so... I try and stay off of it as much as I can. It just sucks. Touching grass is just a way better way to live life. Ooh. I like that. Discipline. Whoop. What's this note say? Oh, this is from... Tommy? Oh, shit. Oh, I just read the last line. Okay, alright, we gotta go through this, because this frickin' sucks. Alright. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy, at the back, behind you. Let me know if you got this. Whatever, and right back. Wow, throwing notes like this back in the day. Oh man, I missed that. Yeah, it's best for niche research. That's what it's good for. Reddit just it sucks too much of your life, and yeah, I am intentionally trying to read less news because news sucks, and it's a pretty crappy way to live life to be always on like that. It's just not worth it. Vibe out. Just live vibes, man. I love it. Dude, an extension that removes all YouTube comments? Beautiful. That's great. Tommy, this is Samantha. Yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought that since you were new, you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so let me ask you something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Check yes or no. Oh man, that check yes or no. There we go. Yeah, ground news is good. That's really good because it gives you, this isn't. Oh. Um, was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Ooh, okay. That sucks. Kids can be incredibly cruel, and I have a feeling we're only getting started with how cruel they can be too. It's gonna be sad for some. Alright, so there's that room. What else have we got down this way? Hey look, it's a gum eraser. Bunch of coupons for stuff here. Oh man, bunch of store coupons. Nash. Okay, this is Mom's forest manual thing. Oh, I like this. So Dad, or somebody put a bar in here. This is where Dad stores a lot of his records and his books that he didn't sell. Oof. Okay, so the Accidental Savior clearly didn't sell as well as he wanted it to, even though it got pretty good reviews. That's too bad. What do we got here? Samantha, please give this to your mother. Oh boy. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape. Aww. And I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. Mary Schultz.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Remember how you said I could complete this game in 2 hours? You forgot how I play games like this. I know. It's really sad. Like, oh, the default friend. Ugh. Oy, that's a lot of shot classes. That is just Folgers? Well, I guess it's on. I don't see if there's anything in there. Dude, yeah. Got a crush on a voice actor. I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. I get it. Orange soda. I have one very, very important question. And I would love to know if either of you can answer this for me. But who loves orange soda? Who loves orange soda? Cause Kel loves him some orange soda. He do. Ooh. Love him some orange soda. What's Dad drinking? Hanrahan number 9. Irish whiskey. Kel loves orange. There we go. You wouldn't get this reference. It's true. Here's Dad's second book. Wow, there's a lot of these books around. The Accidental Pariah, right? So we've seen this one before. What's this letter? Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. Yes, Nico, I can shed light on this. So, when you read a book, you get a ton of copies of it. They send you boxes upon boxes of copies, author copies, because they expect that you're going to give them away to people, and that people are like your friends and stuff, and that people are going to want them. And honestly, the vast majority of authors have bunches of books that are just in their house, nonfiction, fiction, whatever. All of them do. There are so many people who have this. Anybody who's written a book like that has a bunch of copies. I have a bunch of friends who have a bunch of copies of their books that are just places, and they typically ship them in big bankers boxes like this. So yeah, this feels 100%. This just means that while Dad may think he's a good author, unfortunately, it hasn't been there for others. So his writing hasn't caught on. He got dropped after 2 books. That sounds about right. The second book, if there was some decent stuff on the first book and some people liked it, they might try the second, see if it catches on. If not, they would definitely. Correct me that. Got a Need for You by Adrian Wells. People don't buy books because they are good.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through.
Alright, I'm into this.
Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it's
Got our
true.
Sister's World History textbook.
I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue. Can't
Oh,
get you
reproductive
off my
system.
mind. What am I going
Voodoo, mildew, and shandu.
Heck yeah, this song is
I
awesome.
didn't know you would.
I'm right here looking at you, honey.
Who wants to learn about the reproductive system, y'all?
You think I sent you far away?
Rewrite them, begin with the title and your name. Bop is great. I'm into this.
Trying to cut
Alright, so menstrual cycle, we have sperm and testes.
I left my trunk in town.
Oh no. He wrote an actual story about this. Heck yeah. This is awesome.
I wish you had a weed for me.
Oh, tell me why must I think about you?
Alright.
Oh, Daddy, tell me why can I live without you? Ta-da-dee, running high.
Sam's awesome. I need to read this, though, simply because it exists and is a ridiculous thing for a high schooler to do. So I must pause the song because it is quite loud in my headphones, and I assume it's pretty loud for you guys too. But we will read this together, because what else is this stream for if not drinking some white wine and reading a novella that a high school student wrote about the menstrual system and reproductive system. 1995, here we go. The Menstrual Cycle, a novella. Nico's gone. Of course he is. Too much for Nico. The early morning of September 1st, 1939. Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wilno in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, ugh. Oh, I don't like that. No. An ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches to its destination. Her heart races. The lining of her uterus is getting thick and soft. It's too much. It's too femme. as Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's schmuck. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows, coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs. Oh my god, this is the beginning of World War II, of course, 1939, September 1st. Oh my god, seriously? This is the story that you wrote, Sam? Okay, alright, I see why your professor did. Reaches out towards her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. Oh god. Lore and libation. This is what we're doing. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in their hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. Holy crap, this is insane. This feels... I don't even know if I know someone who would write this. This is insane, and I love it. I am about this. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries. The process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. Okay, now we can move on because that was just the most buck wild thing I maybe have ever read in a video game. I don't know. That is insane. The Dave Brubeck Quartet. I've actually listened to some of their songs. The Dave Brubeck Quartet is really great. Millennials, we have it uniquely hard because our parents hated each other and all the adults forced us to war. First time? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Dave Brubeck Quartet plays some great jazz. If you haven't listened to them, highly recommend them. They're super good. Let's see if there's anything else in here, and if not, we move on to the next one, but I don't think there is. Nope. We've got to be going upstairs soon. Already done that. This way. What's over here? Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Okay. So Sam stole some stuff and ran away. Okay. It's 1995. Sam's dad may be having some sort of mental problems that seem to run in the family. This is why we must stand united. See, Gen X is the elder sibling. Millennials are now the middle child, and Gen Z are the babies. Yes, we must trust Gen X. It's true. We must stand united against the threat that is the boomers, and also the craziness that is Gen Alpha. Gen X did have the best movies, it's true. Can confirm. DCOM original movies, phenomenal, but Gen X still wins. Okay. So I'm starting to put together possibly what's going on. Here's my thought. Sam is a young 90s girl, probably 14, 15, realizes she's a lesbian, falls for this ROTC senior, and I think they're going to run away because either her parents or the other girl's parents don't approve. It is the 90s after all. That's my guess as to where we're going. We will see. But she's clearly stolen stuff from her family. Lonnie. So, if you wanted to come over to my house, still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6th. Man, yep, I am totally in. See you there. Then I'm going to kick your butt. Get ready. L. Someone throwing a Hadouken. Heck yeah. So Lonnie plays. I'm going to guess Lonnie is the girl in the picture. Love it. So they're playing some Street Fighter. The question is Lonnie a Ryu girl or is Lonnie a Ken girl? All we'll learn.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men?
You.
Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild.
It never does.
So after
Sam.
I was finished getting my butt
Never
kicked,
does.
I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Called it. Yeah, that raspy voice is real into that femme raspy voice. That's pretty great. Hadouken! Got some coupons. A lot of coupons for tortilla chips. So mom's clipping a lot of coupons. Okay, so that means maybe there's some money problems at home. Sounds about right. Got ourselves some dice. Wait, I'm sorry. Did that actually just roll? Because if so, that's awesome. No, it just drops. No, it actually rolls. That's sick. Good job. Good job, devs. The little things. I love it. A lot of tissues. Okay. Please, whatever you found, don't tell mom and dad. The attic. Alright. So the attic's gonna be a whole thing. Okay. Stream is getting a little iffy. Oh no. Drop down to 720. Okay. Hold on. Will do. I am streaming at 1080. You are correct. Alright, where is it in here? I always forget. Nope. Game capture, properties. No. Tools, no. Yep. Nope. You develop a bloody pulp. Ugh. Ouch. Can you remind me where it is that I go to change to 720? I always forget when I do this. Output timer, no. I mean, I guess I could also just change the